Are we rolling? We should be. Oh, good. Start us off. Narrow gauge project introduction, take 1, mark. Take a trip around the island of Sodor. What do you see? What catches your attention first? The big, busy stations? The loud puffing of the engines? The scenery, with all the trees, hills, and water? That obnoxiously loud express engine? Well, make your way up those hills and you'll find, not a mystery, but a more obscure part of the island. Welcome to the Skarloey Railway. This is where engines of the smaller size work. But don't let their smaller size fool you, because these engines are mighty and courageous. Today, we will be visiting this railway and meeting those who inhabit it and work to their utmost ability to keep it special, up, and running. This is the Narrow Gauge Project. In 1806, prior to the arrival of Sodor in the mainland, the railroad was established in order to collect quarry slate and carry mineral traffic. This was a horse-worked plateway laid between Crossy Kern to Balladwell. Plans to modernize the railroad in the post-Sodor and mainland era began in 1863 when James Spooner, one of the primary builders of the successful Festinaag Railway, was hired to help lay down the foundation for a narrow-gauge railway. To make it easier for passengers to travel, it would run from Crovan's Gate to Skarloey National Park. Skarloey, the namesake of the railway, was built the following year, along with 2 steam engines being ordered from Fletcher, Jennings & Co. In 1865, the railway opens. It was one of the first railways to utilize steam engines as opposed to the standard of the time, that being horses. Skarloey was the first engine to arrive in May of that year. Rheneas, the second engine on the railway, was built later that year in October and delivered to sea by Kirk Ronan prior to the railway being inspected pre-opening. The following year, Skarloey would begin hauling slate and passengers to Crovan's Gate. In his youth, Skarloey was a troublesome engine, but after he received a cab and training wheels in Whitehaven, he began to improve. By the 20th century's arrival, the railway had entered an abundantly clear downward spiral. The copper mines had began to run dry. A group of miners, however, were able to come across a good slate. Despite this, cheaper slate eventually began to be imported from Italy, causing a decreased demand. By World War II, the mines had turned into ammunition dumps and times were hard. The railway had essentially entered life support, with operations slowing down. This changed following the discovery of the Book of Sir Harold at Ulstead Castle. This led to the reveal of Skarloey being his secret sanctuary. In 1965, the railway turned a century old. In celebration, a loop line was created around Skarloey Lake. The Skarloey Railway is sacred. It is important for us to preserve these places for all of time and educate ourselves about its atmosphere, which is the point of this documentary. So come on, let's explore the railway. So what do these engines do? Well, a lot of important tasks. Take a look at the Skarloey Slate Quarry, also known as the Incline, for example. There's a lot of action to be found here. Incoming! Oh, good morning. Well, that's not the action I was thinking of. You sick, demented truck. Thank you, that wasn't a compliment. As you can see, the trucks on Sodor, also known as the troublesome trucks, are given that name for a reason. They have no idea what they're doing. Now you might be wondering, what happens now? Well, a workman is calling a breakdown train right now, and once Rheneas gets picked up, he will get sent over to, and check this transition out, the steamworks. Now that was a neat transition, huh? This is where steam engines get repaired. But not just narrow gauge engines. Standard gauge engines come here too. Isn't that right, Gordon? Get that camera out of my face. Okay, well, let's meet the vehicles who work here. This is Victor, the main man. Nice to meet you. It's a busy day here, for better or for worse. Is that a documentary crew? Oh boy, this is my big chance. We apologize for that. A bit of an irresponsible worker, that Kevin. So where were we? Oh right, the steamworks. Let's head back over there now. No funny business, Kevin. Okay, man, I'll never get to be famous. Let's check up on Rheneas. Rheneas, how brutal was that crash? Quite brutal, I'd say. I wish we had well-behaved trucks. Don't we all? Do you think the railway is safe? For the most part, yeah. There are some duds every now and then, as you can see, but apart from the occasional bad apple of a troublesome truck, Mr. Percival and crew are generally able to keep things well under control. Now you might be wondering about this Mr. Percival that Renee is referred to. Well, Mr. Percival is the current controller of the Skarloey Railway and the Skarloey Railway. He is typically seen with his red bike. Let's talk to him, and ask him for his thoughts on the current state of the railway. Good afternoon, Mr. Percival. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for setting this up. I think this documentary you're doing is a great way to show everyone what makes this railway so wonderful, even in the modern day. Well, the railway is doing just as well as ever, I'd say. The passengers are generally pretty chill and don't have anything to complain about, especially with our strong economic states. We're actually seeing an increase in visitors this year due to a book that came out last year covering mountain railways, where the Skarloey Railway was highly spotlighted as a key industrial mining location. Hopefully we can keep this up and continue to help with imports and expands. Now, these trucks might be a bit of a hassle as far as this expansion goes, as you never know when they have some strange trick up their sleeves. Take a look at Boulder Mountain, for example, which has had its fair share of close calls with the mysterious boulder. Speaking of Boulder Mountain, let's check out that occasionally chaotic place now and see its current ongoing. Hopefully nothing too crazy. Hey Rusty, it's the documentary crew. I knew they'd come around sooner rather than later. Oh hey guys, make sure to get my good side. Sure thing. So, Rusty, have things been going smooth sailing over here? As of right now, yeah. Boulder's behaved. We got to get these trucks over to the mines, and boy have these trucks not been behaving. You got that right. And it's not just us. Check out those trucks over there. What trucks? Oh no, look out, Luke. Oh, whoops, it's too late. Boulder, activate. Not again, not today, not in front of the documentary crew. Everyone run! Running. It goes to show that the mountains have its fair share of danger. Also, we have absolutely no clue how that boulder is so ominous, but it must be taken care of. How will that happen? Well, I guess we'll just have to find out next time on the Narrow Gauge Projects.